Alright, so in today's Witchy Wednesday video, we have quite a lot of boxes to go through, so let's get to it. Today's video is pretty exciting. It's going to be a comparison video of all of the different Witchy subscription boxes that I got in July. We're gonna go over everything that was included, along with my thoughts on each box, and hopefully you can use this information to get a better idea of each box's value and which ones you might be interested in if you want to get any of these. So without further ado, let's get to it. The Sugar Muses Deluxe Muse box cost $53.99 to ship to the United States. The first tarot cards known to historians that resemble elements of the modern deck appeared in the early 1400s in Italy. But it was a century or so later in France that the cards became the source of occult interest that remains to this day. The tarot is often thought of as simply a divination tool, but there are so many other ways to use the tarot deck. The universal symbolism of tarot can illuminate all aspects of our life: physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual. The cards are a reflection of our thoughts on all levels of being and act as a sort of multifaceted cosmic mirror. Healing and being in a state of balance is sometimes overlooked until it becomes unavoidable, which then is much more difficult to take care of. However, to be healthy, centered, and balanced is the foundation that powers the manifestation of all of our other needs and desires. It is the fuel to every spell we cast. Okay, so regarding the Sugar Muses Deluxe Muse box, how do I feel about this one? I really enjoyed it. I've already used several things out of the box. It came with a tarot deck that I already love, enjoy, and use. So now I have two of them, which I'm planning on gifting the new one to somebody. And in general, I just love the way that this box is kind of set up and handled. The actual box itself was not the most attractive out of all of them, but the contents definitely was well worth it. Really happy with just everything included in this box and the general idea. I'm excited to see what comes in future boxes. The Tamed Wild box is a small witchy box that cost me $26.45 to ship to the United States. How much time do you give yourself to prepare for upcoming Sabbats? One day, a week, occasionally an entire moon cycle? For many of us, August 1st is probably no more than a distant notion in the back of our minds, but it's never too early to start planning something special for an upcoming Sabbat. In this case, the arrival of the harvest moon. This kit includes the tools you need to make a calendula elixir for Lugnasta. Prepare this elixir at least 1 month or moon cycle prior to August 1st so that it will be ready by the Sabbat. Okay, so for the Tamed Wild box, how do I feel about it? I really enjoy the kind of educational aspect that they have with the themes that they include in the boxes. In this case, you're learning about one of the Sabbats. I do not know how to pronounce it or the word Sabbat, so I apologize. I think I might be saying that right. I could be saying it wrong. It could be Sabbat, who knows? But I really like that they tend to give you a good deal of information on the back, additional cards, and then there's usually an actual spell kit that you can use the items in the box to do something. In this case, it's create an elixir for that Sabbat. I think that's fantastic. Unfortunately, the actual items included are usually, they just don't feel quite as worth it as I would like. Now, the box is on the cheap side, which made me want to keep up with it, but since I always feel just a little bit disappointed at the end, almost hoping for one or two more small things, or less things that are a little bit more quality or valuable feeling. So it just doesn't work for me. So unfortunately, this is my last Tamed Wild box, but I did enjoy the 2 boxes that I got. I just didn't really feel like the value was there for what I was paying. The Enchanted Crystal box is a monthly subscription box that cost me $42 to ship to the US. The first item is a crystal grid cloth, followed by a thick selenite crystal wand with rounded ends, a set of small Tibetan crystal quartz, then this beautiful purple lapidolite mica stone, which is very fragile and flakes off easily, this cool aragonite cluster stone, a small amethyst cluster, a set of 3 bonus stones, leopard skin jasper, tiger's eye, and unakite, a rare Chinese garnet stone, and this Tanzanian green kyanite stone. I apologize for butchering any names of anything throughout this, especially the crystals, because I'm sure I messed up some of those. Basically, how do I feel about the box? I definitely enjoy crystals quite a bit. I'm new to all of it, so I'm still learning, so it is really nice having a box that kind of sends them right to you. Admittedly, $42 feels a little bit on the expensive side, and getting a selenite wand was kind of disappointing, but overall a couple of the things in there were pretty nice that I feel like may have helped make up the value. And I do know that stones can be pretty pricey, so I feel a little bit more confident in this box, and I'm definitely going to give it at least another month. Next we have the Witchcraft Way W box, which is $39 to ship to the US. As a witch, protection from negative energies, harmful or mischievous personal spirits, and others who wish to bring harm is vitally important to our craft. This month's Protection Magic W box will help you to maintain clarity about your craft while staying protected. It's packed with tools to help you remove negativity in all its forms, so you can stay focused and empowered as you work your magic. Use this box to become empowered with the idea that the future is in your hands. Your outlook and position is one of power and preparedness, and you have the tools within to create change for the better. We are proud of our community of amazing witches who never back down. We stand with the Black community. We stand with the sick and vulnerable. We stand together for what is right, and we are so proud of this community. Okay, now on to the W box. Now this one's pretty exciting for multiple reasons. First off, this is the only one that I'm aware of that actually includes value information in their little card that tells you what's included, so you can have a clear breakdown of what the value is of the box, and I really appreciate that. It's less work for me to research all of this stuff. It also is the only one that from the bunch, it is technically July, so I don't know if anybody did this in June, but it's the only one that I got that mentioned anything about the things going on, specifically Black Lives Matter and the racial injustice and brutality that we've faced in the world, which obviously means a lot to me as somebody who identifies as a Black person. I may be mixed, but I'm Black. That meant so much to me, more than I thought it would. This box also has a really clear theme that seemed to stand out in a different way than the rest of the themed boxes. And I feel like everything kind of just goes really well together in here. I will say that the value for one of the things I think is overpriced, and I don't agree with it, but even if I knocked it down to something that I thought was more agreeable for that and even cut down the prices on some of the other one, it would still be well worth what you pay. So I really like that about this box, but something is still leaving me about it. I think it's an absolutely fantastic box. I love the support that they put out there. I love the theming. I love the value. I love the items included. And yet something still puts me off just a little bit. I'm keeping it for now. I'm really excited to see what comes in the next couple of months, and we'll kind of see where it goes from here. The Witch's Roots box is a small witchy box that costs $29 to ship to the United States. There are often times along our path where we may feel as if only problems and blockages surround us, hindering our ability to allow positive manifestations to occur. In a world where information is abundant and clarity may be more difficult to obtain, we rely on the tried and true tools that reunite us with our higher self, full of joy and open to surprising possibilities. As we work to maintain a sense of happiness, it is important that we remember to keep our minds open to new thoughts and truly strive to dissolve stagnant perspectives that limit our ability to see deeper beauty and magic within all things. These processes of cultivating joy and lightheartedness, along with working with the right magical tools, allow us to act as a magnet for new opportunities that may surpass original intentions. Okay, no surprise here. I absolutely loved the Witch's Roots box. I had a feeling that I would when I was doing research on some of the boxes to come up with. This one was one of the boxes that I just loved every one that I saw. I thought it came with a lot of useful things. I like the imagery, I like the feeling, I like the vibes. And then, I don't know, I feel like it's very versatile and I can use the things included in many different ways. I just was really happy with what I got this month. So that was pretty exciting. So yeah. The Witch's box is a large subscription box that costs $75 a month to ship to the United States. Hello, magical souls. We are back to planetary magic with this month's box, and we get to dive into the beauty and mystery of Venus along with working on love spells together when we get to our live deep dive gathering at the end of the month. You'll notice that with this box, you'll have all 4 of the sigil seals that pertain to Venus as talismans. We spoke about the possibility of getting all 4 done on our previous deep dive gathering for the Jupiter box. This box takes us further into our work with sigils as portals, planetary energetic fields, and working with specific streams to not only create magic but to create personal transformation. Okay, so how do I feel about the Witch's box? Now, this is the most expensive box out of all of the boxes that we've gone through, and it's one of my least favorites. Everything that came in the box I think is fine, but since the value, the price of this box is so hefty, I couldn't help but want more. And admittedly, the quality of the satin bags were really, really crappy quality, which is something I find very strange me saying because I tend to not mind stuff like that. But after opening all of the other boxes and seeing how nice their little bags were, I don't know, I just felt very disappointed in comparison, and overall just didn't feel like this box provided the value. Now, there is an online portion of this, and unfortunately I didn't find out what the date was until pretty late, and then I wasn't able to go. And they were supposed to, I guess, send me, I don't know how it works. I don't think I got it. I just don't know where it is. Like, I'm sure they sent it, but I can't seem to find the link. I kind of wish they gave me more of a heads up on when it was supposed to be, and I wish that they gave me the video quickly so that I could catch up. But like I said, they may have, and it could just be sitting somewhere and, in a junk folder or something that I just have to dig through and see if I can find it. Definitely a box that I felt pretty disappointed in. I feel like there should have been more things included for the price that I was paying. I unfortunately just wasn't happy with this one. So this is definitely a box that I'm not going to be continuing after this month. I did want to give it another shot, but I was so disappointed, and it's so expensive that it just didn't make sense to me to pay that money for something that I'm clearly expecting more than the box is intending to put out. And it is true that I've seen several unboxings since subscribing to it that were kind of Unfortunately, the Witch's Moons box is a large Witchy subscription box that costs $54 to ship to the United States. We embrace the ever-changing seasonal energies that pass through our everyday, reminding us of the beautiful and sacred cycles that we are so deeply connected with. During a season of revitalization and action, we take time to familiarize ourselves once again with the power and beauty of the very nature that surrounds us, as well as the rays of light that provide us with new energy. We work to become one with the wisdom of nature, granting us the ability to accept change through growth and progress. We pay homage to the goddess and the guardians of the summer seasons through this very special July Witch's Moon collection. It is important to always remember that your path is sacred to your individual self. All right, so the last box in this comparison is the Witch's Moon. It's from the same place that ended up creating the Witch's Roots box. So no surprise here. I absolutely adore this box. This is one of my favorites. I knew it would be as soon as I was fortunate enough to get on the subscription list. I'm so glad. I'm happy with everything that I got this month. I'm really excited to continue getting this box. I feel like these two boxes, this one and the Witch's Roots box, are probably going to be ones that I continue well past trying out boxes. So I feel like these ones I'm going to be in for the long haul, while some of the other ones may come and go. I'm just really happy with like the vibes that come from these boxes, and I was just so happy with these first boxes. Now obviously it's not guaranteed to be like this forever. I'm sure there's going to be some bad boxes sometimes, but really happy with this box. Okay, so that pretty much wraps everything up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below. Thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying to put out more videos like this and other things. So it should be fun times, fun times. If you would like to check out any of these boxes, I do have links to them down below. Yeah, I'm really excited. Unfortunately, I did have to cut a couple of them out, mostly for money purposes, finances. This is, as you may have noticed, this was not a cheap video to make. But I did want to try out a bunch of different subscription boxes. I absolutely love subscription boxes, and since I'm kind of new to the witchy world in terms of actually practicing stuff, I figured it would be fun to utilize this as an opportunity to grow my witchy collection and to also have fun stuff that I can share with other people interested in this kind of stuff, because I love these kinds of videos. So if you're interested in seeing a video like this next month, let me know, because I think it would be really fun. Or I guess for August's box, which I'm pretty sure this video is going out in August, so I guess for this month, yeah, let me know. I think that would be a fun thing to do. As you've noticed, there's going to be less boxes than this one, so hopefully it'll still be enjoyable. Yeah, I think I'm rambling at this point, so thank you so much for watching, for supporting, for sticking around, for being awesome. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time.